As an elder millennial with 3 older kids, I can't help but occasionally wonder at how differently my children are growing up to how my sister and I did. Back when we were young, there were no cell phones or internet, and we only even had reception for 2 grainy channels on our TV because we lived way out in the woods. But though changing technology seems like the most obvious contrast between right now and back then, it honestly doesn't even play a role in the one difference between my experience of childhood and my kids' experiences that I think most about. When I was little, all I did was play out in the woods, and I never, ever worried about ticks. Nowadays, with climate change, tick habitats have grown and tick seasons have lengthened so much that this seems like an impossible luxury in retrospect. So maybe it's delightfully modern that on the same day I had my very first kiss, I also got a tick. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me set the scene before we get to the good stuff. It all happened at an end-of-school year party hosted by a friend who also lived in the woods. All of us kids traipsed around in the forest for an hour or two, and then went back to the barn to watch another friend's band play a set. As they played, I lingered near the snack table and stole glances at my crush, until I felt a sudden, serious pinch down my shirt and had to rush to the bathroom and disrobe to investigate. Inside my bra, I found a tick that must have dropped from a tree branch into my shirt. After a brief moment of panic, I realized there was nothing to do but find some tweezers in a drawer and yank the sucker out. Once removed, I felt pretty weird about the whole thing, so I calmed myself down in the only logical way possible, by honoring girl code and asking my crush's ex-girlfriend if she would be okay with it if we hooked up. She said yes while the band continued to play, and outside, the sun set. Eventually, the music stopped and everyone except my crush and I went back out into the woods. Finally, on the couch by the snack table, he leaned in to kiss me while I thanked my lucky stars that I hadn't eaten any of the Cool Ranch Doritos and marveled at how much kissing just felt like having someone else's tongue in your mouth. And, much as I'm doing today, now that the weather is warming up, I worried about ticks. Would I find a second one in my bra later? Had I successfully removed the entire head? Little did I know that these new fears, and not the whole, kissing thing, would be the real sign that I was growing up.